Malzahar to be able to shove waves relatively quickly. Corki's going to have a really easy time, adjusting from range, and you have easy engage with Wukong and the Nautilus. I really like that, but the mid-game power spike from the Rise might just affect everything. This Galio is going to determine a lot on the top side, I think.
Takes the Scuttle Crab, has taken all of his cams. They're going to look for it. There's no flash on this Galio. Let's see how well they can execute it.
Yeah, it's a level 2 Galio. This is going to be really hard to avoid.
Barrels is going to be the first one to step up. Aiming takes up the turret aggro so that he can drop it, being ranged. Barrel's going to be the next one to take it. Oh, they don't kill Kingen right away. That's first blood going over to Nongshim.
Certainly even up some of that gold a little bit. The teleport going to come in. Aiming should be just fine here unless the aggressive path that comes down. Shiwu TP'd in.
Shiwu instant flash? What the hell was that?
For Infernal this game, but Lucid going to be happy nonetheless.
Yep. Calyx does not go for a roam topside, but the pressure of Fog of War makes it so that Shiwu had to respect it. No flash on this Rumble. It's not the greatest wave state that he is trying to receive at the moment, although it looks like it is pushing into him eventually. Some minions will be dropped and lost as Kingen can join with the power of the Realm Warp.
Yeah, and that's really the threat here. Showmaker's making his way up, though. That's big.
Can he get there in time? He does have flash available, looking for the flash suppression under the tower, and he knows that Kingen was the one taking the turret shots, so that's a guaranteed 1-for-1 trade. Barrel, all 3 grubs at this pace, since Dplus Kia, a little slow to react.
Yeah, it's not too surprising to see DK kind of feel like they can't really contest this right now, especially with some of the kills going over to Xin Zhao and even the Galio at this point, who's in a really good spot. At this point, the game state is kind of equalized out. No objectives on the map to really fight for. Therefore, I imagine things are good. I'm just kidding.
Lehen's knowing that Barrel does not have a flash, so he flashes on top of him, guaranteeing the shield of Daybreak for the stun and the CC chain. That is Jiwoo and Lehen's picking up another kill for Nongshim, as now Showmaker might be in trouble. No flash available. Should be easy enough for Gideon to lock him down. Throws out the wind, becomes lightning, gets the audacious charge, and Showmaker tries to look for a return kill onto Kingen, but they interrupt the Nether Grasp in the lower bracket semifinals as well as the lower bracket finals as Kingen goes in for the flash. And
oh my goodness!
Forward in time. It looks like Jiwoo somehow arrived to the party as well.
That would be pretty useful of an ability to have, but all of a sudden we were talking about a neutral game state. This is a 2k gold lead now for Nongshim. They have completely controlled the entirety of this mid game, and this is the kind of pressure that you need to apply in a game.
The outcome to swing like this in our opening 12 minutes of this first game of the upper finals, Dplus Kia, I was definitely giving them the edge. A better showing as they have that 2,000 gold advantage. Showmaker!
Oh, Showmaker?
What? In the middle under the tower? What? What just happened?
That is, oh my god.
Okay, well, the fight continues. Oh, but Gideon throws himself into the ring, and Dplus Kia are able to punish back. It's just throw city one after another.
Oh my goodness, we just watched 2 of the plays of all time. That is truly unbelievable what we've seen. Gideon felt so bad for Showmaker that he goes in himself, and now we got the top laners duking it out. Shiwu's in danger.
Kingen should be able to pick up the solo kill because he's got the item spike advantage, but Shiwu survives. Are you kidding me? And now Jiwoo getting crazy onto Aiming, but it gets locked down by Barrel, provides enough space for Aiming to get the upper hand on the Kaisa, and here comes Lucid, throws out the bonk stick, Aiming able to pick up 2 kills. It has evened up. And now Calyx might be in trouble.
Oh, the lockdown.
Lehen's is on the way, though, but Calyx just gets blown up before the Solar Flare even comes through, and Lucid was able to sidestep it thanks to the power of that clone. Rest of Nongshim cannot get in range quite yet. Lucid throws out the Cyclone, deters them for now. Good receive by Barrel as he finds the Dredge line. Lehen's falls, Kingen falls, and now Dplus Kia are able to turn the tides of battle and punish Nongshim where they stand. Damned be the early game, Dplus Kia are back in control.
You know, I specifically remember us talking about how DK maybe didn't show up like we thought they would. We just gotta trust the process. We gotta let them scale. Actually, it looks like DK might just be ceding the pressure.
They're gonna throw down the Rift Herald instead and say, okay, cool. You're gonna try to start up the dragon. Oh, Shiwu caught out. He throws on the Equalizer, a little bit of damage, but the dragon was turned off by Nongshim and still
Lens.
unleashing potential for Dplus Kia. Lehens trying to go forward onto Barrel.
It's a flip.
Kingen gets in the middle of the mix as well. Lucid steals the dragon right under the nose of Nongshim. RedForce. Now Dplus Kia just got to kite on back and drop as little deaths as possible. Realm Warp from Calyx will allow them to close the distance against Showmaker. He takes a lot of damage on the escape route. Throws out the Nether Grasp. Trades 1-for-1 onto Gideon. Kingen trying to get into the mix, but he goes way too deep as Jiwoo and Calyx were not able to follow him on that trip. Dplus Kia still getting the better end of the trade.
Of game spikes right now. But it does look like DK feel aggressive enough to feel like they can pressure this out or at least start to gain control of this river. Lehens might be caught.
Oh no, and he doesn't have flash from before. He only has an ignite. That's not going to do anything nicely for him. Dplus Kia now create a numbers advantage on the Rift just in time for the Otacon spawn.
Well, and that's it, right? Is you lose a member right as a major objective spawns. This is what you can't be doing if you're Nongshim. DK gonna easily be able to make their way up to this Otacon. This should be very difficult to contest. Now, Calyx is getting this tier 1 on the bottom side as something in return. They do have those 3 grubs, so he is able to push a lot more efficiently than maybe you would expect, but this is certainly not a trade that is Nongshim favored, and it really won't take a lot from Shiwu to be able to counter this. It's just gone.
Gideon is on the other side of the map as well, trying to set up some aggressive vision. And Kingen, my guy, Chemtech Soul spawns for Dplus Kia to try and contest.
Oh?
Okay, maybe a pick onto Barrel here. He's getting dropped super fast, throws out the depth charge.
Equalizer.
Got to be able to retreat. Equalizer was thrown down, but Gideon's able to deflect the damage thanks to the Crescent Guard. Jiwoo still under fire as Lucid tries to enter. Oh, Jiwoo gets clipped by the Cyclone upon re-entry. Kellen gets dropped, or Lehens gets dropped, I should say. Jiwoo still trying to run away and reposition on the right side, but aiming is pressing forward. Valkyries and takes out the Kaisa quickly. And Kingen gets dropped just as fast as he did on the top side of the map. Dplus Kia 30 seconds away from picking up their Chemtech Soul. From Dplus Kia, on top of you guys playing better than them in order to find some kind of miracle. Calyx, I don't think you can outsmite an actual smite from Lucid with even with
That hate Roa Seraphs. There's your Roa Seraphs diff right there coming in for Calyx, but we'll see how much it matters. DK staying aggressive.
Woo! Flash dredge line right on top of Gideon. He throws down the Crescent Guard, tries to deflect as much damage as possible, but Lehens is going to be the first one to fall in this fight. Jiwoo forced to use the killer instinct just to get away, but Call the Void refreshing the duration of the Malefic Vision, still not enough. She was trying to snipe Jiwoo on the back half a screen away with that equalizer. Doesn't quite find him, but the Kaisa is forced to retreat back to the fountain to recover all of his HP. The first turret falls in the base. Inhibitor could be next for Dplus Kia as Barrel sends it one more time into the backline. Calyx receives the hook. Kingen gets dropped next, and Dplus Kia just might end the game right here.
It's just so easy for Dplus Kia. Their damage is too high. Their front line is too tanky. They can take whatever they want on the map right now. That's 2 inhibitors in the base. Nongshim potentially going to try and stop them. There's no way.
And what better way to draw Nongshim to you for free by starting up this Baron?
Yeah, they have to answer, and unfortunately, Lehens might pay the price.
Yep, he's got no flash, so that's a dead Leona on my screen. Now, that should be easily set up for Dplus Kia to just rip this Baron without any contest from Nongshim.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 12-0-9 Corki, 4,000 gold up on the Kaisa. Hard for a Leona to survive, and even now, the fight getting turned.
Oh, boy. Well, Calyx, you realm warped in by yourself, and you're going to get nethergrassed and suppressed. So, yeah, this one's wrapped up, K-Man. Dplus Kia going to take the Baron, going to take a couple more kills for themselves. Jiwoo now under fire, literally from the Flame Spitter. Wait, okay, Jiwoo was forced to flash over the wall, but now Jiwoo is popping the ghost, trying to run for his life from Showmaker. Doesn't have the Nethergrass, but still does not want to disrespect the damage coming out of this Malzahar.
In the base, they will gain their final inhibitor, and they will look to end the game. Nongshim going to have a real hard time defending this without their mid laner.
That is a crazy stat. That last Showmaker Malzahar loss was back in 2018. This guy's just the GOAT at Malzahar. Holy moly, Dplus Kia now have the Baron buff on their side. 3 inhibitors taken out. It's just 2 Nexus turrets and a Nexus base separating them from a Game 1 victory.
And right now, it's just the minions that are hitting the tower and just getting you a lot of pressure for free Lehens.
Okay, Lehen sends it on to Showmaker. Full-on knock-up in the bounce house, but Malzahar still doesn't die, by the way. Kingen and Jiwoo, the last member standing, and Jiwoo's gonna get burned to a crisp by the equalizer. 5-man ace in the base of Nongshim. It's Dplus Kia with the Game 1 win. Say it with me, chat. Cash a win. Oh my goodness gracious. You have so much magic damage on this damage profile from Nongshim.
For his team and to create that tempo, create those extra turns, as I like to call them. But now it's Gideon doing exactly what we talked about, potentially taking advantage.
Nice single barbs onto Barrel. He pops the heal for the movement speed, but Gideon is looking for a nicely timed flash into Vault Breaker as he was channeling it. Gets over aiming and finds first blood for Nongshim. Maker tending to the wave first and probably just signaling to his team. He's like, hey guys, I'm Kassadin. I would like to farm. I would like to scale. Let's not throw the game on this grub pit unless it's a good fight. Showmaker now finally roaming on over.
They're going for
Weaver's
it.
Wall thrown out. Lucid is on the other side of the wall. Showmaker trying to follow up in the play. Cease and desist. Locks down Lucid, forcing him to flash into the pit. And maybe Dplus Kia have a chance to reposition safely for a re-engage. All three grubs go to the credit of Nongshim. And now it's just all about retreating, not dropping any unnecessary deaths. They get the objective.
Absolutely what they should be doing, forcing DK to make a decision on the map. Do they want to try to contest, or are they going to push elsewhere? The answer right now seems to be elsewhere. Dragon is free, but we got to watch that top lane tier 1. Jax and Jarvan on that side.
Lehen's looking for the Pop Blossom Flash right on top of aiming. There's the Temper Fate to stall out the combo from Talia, and the magical journey over the wall. Oh, nicely played by Barrel's Bard, and delays time so that Dplus Kia's 80 carry. Oh, the Flash Cosmic biting on the Calyx. Flash from Lucid follows up with a nice slam dunk of a Cataclysm on top. Jiwoo trying to go crazy as he goes transcended by Jiwoo with the Flash counter strike. That turns the tides in the favor of Dplus Kia. Lehen's going to be the next one to fall. That's the feat of strike picked up for Dplus Kia here in game 2. And unfortunately not Nongshim.
Yeah, I mean, DK's been good for a long time. And we're seeing why here. Aiming, dropping the culling. Down, Lehen's just dead.
Okay, well, it's Talia. Level 11, so rank 2 on that Rift Walk, going to be even shorter of a cooldown and more powerful in the damage department, as Lucid doesn't find the knockup, but Showmaker ready to play and engage onto Gideon as he gets knocked out by the cease and desist, but great Temper Fate by Barrel, deflects and stops the Pop Blossom from even coming in, and Showmaker's just going crazy into the backline, being able to Rift Walk all over Nongshim's corpses. Jiwoo dies in the magical journey trying to escape. Lehen's will be the next one to fall, and Kingen can't do anything as he pans over briefly to the bottom side of the map just to see all 4 of his teammates die. But Dplus Kia can now easily look to take the Rift Herald in response as Calyx tries to flash away, but Jiwoo follows on top of it and bonks him with the lamppost to death. Nongshim just losing everything on the map as aiming is going to dash under the tower, takes out Jiwoo, will fall and trade for it, and just shut down bounty goes over to Jiwoo's Yunara, but I feel like Dplus Kia don't really care. They are so far ahead.
We got 2 back-to-back solo kills, I guess 3.
Now it's going to call them back over.
Yeah, I mean, they can just rejoin this fight. They've got everybody here. We have the teleport coming in from Kingen.
Weaver's Wall tries to separate members of Dplus Kia away from each other, but it just pins them on the other side of the river. Lehen's with the Pop Blossom knocks up 2. It's already secured Gideon for Rift Herald, but Barrel makes it out alive. They lose out on Lucid, but he's a little too close to the turret. Okay, not ideal for Dplus Kia.
Pop Blossom to start the fight will definitely be that creation. Oh, no way.
Jiwoo thought that he was safe to crash the Rift Herald into the tier 1 turret because the rest of the team went for the dragon, but Jiwoo was behind enemy lines, finds that pocket of fog.
With jungle camps aiming, we'll be able to get solo tower gold on this mid lane tier 1, open up the map even more, and things are just immediately like that right back in favor of Dplus Kia, despite the fact that that Rift Herald fight was not ideal.
Nice combo from Calyx onto Barrel. Will he go down? No, he's got a magical journey to get back to safety. He does not have flash, but he has Grandmaster's Might. Nice combo from Kingen. Cease and desist right on top of it, but the counter-strike
does prevent
the auto-attacks from
no.
going around. No way! Jiwoo finally bites the dust there, but it took everything from Gideon and Kingen to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, and if that magical journey was slightly better, perhaps Bard could be here for this. Actually, Lucid's going to do his teammate a good favor and try to get him in range for a potential assist here.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
For an Emerald Diamond level. Anyway, Dplus Kia trying to put the finishing touches on wrapping up this late game as Showmaker is 2 levels away from level 16, aiming, almost clipped by that seismic shove. Flashes at the last possible second. Gideon getting aggressive onto Lucid with the ball breaker.
Here.
But Showmaker has arrived. He throws down the Cataclysm and gets back out with the EQ flag trap, aiming with the culling. Puts the lights out of Lehenz's eyes, and Dplus Kia now continuing to flank and push on forward. Lucid gets blown up, but that opens up Showmaker to get aggressive as aiming alongside Showmaker blows up Jiwoo. Showmaker looks for Calyx next, and here comes the flank from Shiu off the teleport just to put an end onto Nongshim's lives.
Poor Lehenz didn't even get the Pop Blossom off before he got culled down to his grave. Once Showmaker showed up and got those ults rolling, things became quite difficult. The TP interrupted.
Explosive Cask punts him away, but she was still in range to look for the leap strike. At least King, he's got a flash. Shiwu is not letting Kingen getting away, and you even saw on the player cam Kingen with a slight smirk on his face going, all right, well.
On the map. Dragon in 20 seconds, that's likely going to be their goal.
And the biggest thing is that Showmaker, off of that fight, the Roa finally ticks level 10, or the 10 stacks, and hang on, Gideon is in trouble, and Showmaker is there to arrive. He is level 16, y'all. The clock has struck midnight on Nongshim's chances to try and find a comeback into this game. Showmaker's grasp. And thankfully for him, he ran out of mana chasing him down. But I don't think Nongshim have any tools, or at least enough tools, to deal with this Castle at this state of the game. 4-0-6.
Right now, Lehenz feels like he has to go up and check. He doesn't really have teammates around him.
Oh no, Lehenz is in trouble, and good night! Blink and you might just miss that Lehenz died in an instant. G was going to be the next target. No flash available. The cease and desist does put a stop to Showmaker's roll, but a tempered fate. Beautiful once again from Barrel. Showmaker doesn't even go down. Lucid with the Cataclysm locks down Calyx for the cleanup. And Dplus Kia just wipe the floor with 3 members. And Kingen, he knows. He knows. And Shiu having a laugh.
God.
They know that this series is chalked, and at least Shiu has the sportsmanship to let Kingen play with his food for a bit before he's now under threat. Showmaker gonna TP back, run him down. Yeah. Understandable.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is sometimes just how the game goes. Showmaker is in the base. He has crossed the lines through the turrets. He doesn't need the inhibitor turret. He's finally going to go back for it now. Baron has been acquired.
You might as well pad the objective stats and make sure you are taking everything off the board here so that Nongshim have absolutely no shot at being able to make a comeback. It would have to take more than just stellar play from Nongshim. It would have to take serious...
The back end for Nongshim, but we could be seeing the final push happen now as DK takes the inhibitor tower. The inhibitor will be the next to fall on the top side, while Showmaker splits that in the mid lane as well. With these Baron empowered minions, they can only hold out for so long. Shiwu even pushing down on the bottom side. One engage from Lucid could end this entire thing.
All right, Nongshim, let's see the Hail Marys come out. Let's see your last stand. Kingen just standing there, trying to look as menacing as possible, despite being... down a lot of gold. Okay, Tempered Fate locks him up. Here comes Shiu with the counter strike. Looks for the backline instead. Pop Blossom is decent, but no follow-up is available from the rest of the Nongshim members because they got to deal with Showmaker and Shiwu just blitzing the backline. Showmaker picks up a double, pops the stasis from his Seeker's Arm Guard. Calyx looking to try and get at least 1 kill into Showmaker. It's not gonna happen. Showmaker is immortal on the Kassadin. That's the ace for Dplus Kia. 27 minutes. That's game and series finished in the books. Dplus Kia are going to the grand finals.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.